order. Thank you for being here. This morning, the committee welcomes 3 experts to testify on how the United States can equip our allies and partners with more U.S.-made weaponry. And this ought to be a very good hearing because we've got Dr. William Greenwalt, Dr. Lisa Som Manning, and Mr. Keith Webster, experts in the field with government expertise also. Thank you, all 3, for joining us. On May 12, 1940, American playwright Robert Sherwood was quoted in the New York Times, but not for any commentary about theater. Mr. Sherwood said, "This country is already, in effect, an arsenal for the Democratic allies." It is fitting that we are holding this hearing nearly 85 years to the day since these words were published. We face a threat environment that feels eerily similar to that of 1940, and we're seeking to rebuild the arsenal of democracy in our own time. That brings us to the FMS, Foreign Military Sales System. FMS is the principal mechanism by which we transfer arms to our foreign partners. It is the FMS system that allows us to work with partners to strengthen conventional deterrence and bolster allied burden sharing. In the executive branch, the State Department is responsible for coordinating FMS, including considering what to sell. In the Senate, that job belongs primarily to our colleagues down the hall, the Foreign Relations Committee, to Chairman Risch and Ranking Member Shaheen. But the Department of Defense and this committee have significant responsibilities in informing and implementing those decisions, and that's why we're here today. Similarly, the Pentagon plays a leading role in international armaments cooperation, activities such as co-development, co-production, and the integration of American and allied industrial bases. Today, we hope to discuss how the Pentagon can better run both the FMS and international armaments cooperation processes to maintain deterrence. To respond to our current threat environment, the DoD needs a dramatic shift in mindset, one that embraces the key fact that arming allies and partners is a core function of the U.S. military. Unfortunately, over the past 3 decades, the Pentagon's ability to implement FMS and to develop mutually beneficial weapons deals with allies has deteriorated alongside our defense industrial base. A bureaucracy that is over-specialized and slow. While it is capable of producing exquisite systems, it cannot do so at scale or with speed. In 2024, the United States sold $118 billion of weaponry, a significant increase over recent years and multiple times more than the next closest country. $118 billion is equivalent to 70% of DoD's own procurement budget for 2024. The potential of even more weapons exports is massive. Nearly all our allies and partners have allowed their weapons production to deteriorate. They are now scrambling to rearm amid a worsening security environment. We are at the cusp of a manufacturing revival in this country. We could be at the cusp of a manufacturing revival, which can dramatically expand the types of weapons available for export. To harness that moment, I would propose we focus on 4 areas. First, DoD should make FMS and international armaments cooperation a core mission of the military. DoD should have a dedicated workforce of FMS experts. No one at DoD would ignore $100 billion of additional weapons spending if it were called anything other than FMS. Our production is a weapon, and DoD must reorganize itself to recognize that fact. So be prepared to give us some advice about that. Second, we need to tailor requirements to the weapons they regulate. Requirements to the weapons. A 3D printed one-way attack drone is not an aircraft carrier. Our regulations should recognize this. The technology security and foreign disclosure community should adjust its approach to risk management when considering technology release, especially for close allies. Third, we need to build exportability into our weapons development. Build it into our development. Here's what I mean. We frequently ignore allied requirements when developing weapons. As a result, it should surprise no one that these capabilities are often not approved for release to the very allies we plan to fight with and defend. This needs to stop. And fourth, we need to partner with our defense industrial base to make the right investments to expand production. If we build it, they will come. And right now, we have allies and partners waiting years and years for weapons that we cannot produce fast enough. So help us there. Over the past 2 decades, each administration has reviewed the FMS system almost every year with the same results. The Trump administration's recent executive order is directionally correct and holds the promise of real generational reform, but it will take hard work by this committee, our colleagues on the Foreign Relations Committee, our colleagues in the House, and our 2 departments to reimagine the fundamentals of our FMS system and integrate our industrial base with allies. With that said, I look forward to hearing from our experts today and a lively round of questions, and I now turn to my friend, Senator Reid.
Thank you.